CrossRoads is a church that's been in our community for 75 years, and in that time we've seen 3 pastors serve and reach thousands of people for Christ. And as we look in our community and our goal throughout our process of building, relocating, doing all that was to find new and energetic ways to serve the people of Odessa and Midland and the rest of the Permian Basin, and to maintain our status as a 4-generational church, continuing to connect people to Christ and help become fully devoted followers of Him. One of the things that makes CrossRoads unique is that that our focus is not like we've seen in a lot of other areas. Our focus is literally on the people who aren't here yet. We really strongly believe, Rick Warren said it best in The Purpose-Driven Life, that it's not about you, and we believe that it is not about us. And so we want to be a church of the community, in the community, serving the community, and known for making a difference. We want the community not to be wrapped up in who CrossRoads is, but who Jesus is, and we want the church to be missed if we weren't here because of the impact that we'd had as a result of Christ living through us. One of the great things here at CrossRoads, we're located on a major intersection, and we survey all of our guests that come, and our fastest growing demographic is the 18 to 35 year olds, and the number one reason that they say they stop in is because they saw it from the highway. 191 in our region is one of the highest trafficked roads in West Texas, and more people will stop and say, I go to that church on 191 than people who say, I go to CrossRoads. Maybe we need better signage, but everyone remembers the building, the giant cross, the design. One of the things we love about the placement of our facility and the facility itself is that people are drawn to come and just check out our church because of the appearance. They see it from the highway when they're driving by, and many times they don't even know what church it is. They just see, hey, that's a big church and maybe I should check it out. And so it's so appealing to people. It's appealing to all socioeconomic statuses, and one of the greatest things about the facility that we have is how it's divided and partitioned into ways that we can allow different groups and community members, community groups, as well as the functionality it serves on Sunday mornings to utilize so many people in a limited space. As our churches continue to grow, it's allowed us to use our church every day of the week with different groups and different people. It's allowed us to continue expanding our ministries because of how the building was designed to continue to allow growth to sustain. One of the things we didn't anticipate or think through was that Beck did was the amount of common space we'd need where people just stand around to develop and build relationships. This is something we probably shorted on if we were building, because that was square footage we were prepared to cut. And Beck included that and generated space for people to develop and build relationships. The children's area we've been able to expand and utilize to service the community and reach new and young families, as well as the auditorium has been serviced to utilize for countless conferences, events, in addition to our Sunday morning and our broadcast as our broadcast location for our church. As I reflect back on the time we spent working with Beck and kind of contrasting that to a degree with the other project personnel we've worked with through the years, or I've worked with through the years, one of the greatest value adds that Beck brings is a level of over-preparedness and overabundance of information. I remember specifically being so lost when I first started working on a project here. We were already in the middle of it. I kind of came into the project mid-project and trying to sort through learning a new culture, a new state, all these different things, and trying to figure out what is our soft costs number going to be, and not having a lot of time, and the Beck guys jumping in, being willing to work on that with me, providing a spreadsheet, talking it through, and that's not in their scope, that's not their problem, but they were willing to do that and help us to generate what we needed, even when it was outside of necessarily what they were contracted to do. They just wanted to help get the project done right and on time. And so I've always been grateful for the investment that they've made in our church, and the work that they've done that's allowed us to have a great tool. And that's what this building is, a great tool to reach people for Christ.